Chris Daly from Shamrock Sports here at Alumni Stadium, home of the Notre Dame men's soccer team, where this past fall on this pitch right behind me, the Fighting Irish fielded a very youthful team. And at the forefront of that squad was freshman Jacob Bartlett. Starring in the middle of the park for the Irish, Bartlett impressed all season long and since the fall has left the university. However, Bartlett did not go to another institution, especially in today's day and age of the transfer portal. He is Notre Dame through and through. Rather, Bartlett got a call from his team back home, Sporting KC in Major League Soccer, and since then has signed a professional contract and played against the likes of Leo Messi, Sergio Busquets, and Luis Suarez, three players who defined a generation of soccer for fans all around the globe. Bartlett has also had the chance to play against his brother, who plays for DC United in Major League Soccer. I had the chance to sit down with Bartlett and talk about his time right here in South Bend and everything he's done since then. This past fall in South Bend, you had a great year. You're a freshman, you start 8 games, you scored a stunner against Louisville to open up your college account. So can you talk about this past fall and just how much fun it was for you playing in one of the most famous and iconic universities in the world?
For sure. It was an absolute blessing to be able to play there for the time I had. The staff, the players, it was good to be away from home. I obviously have never done that before, being in high school, and it was good to be out of my comfort zone, living on my own, kind of a different environment. So it was definitely a great experience for me, especially for my growth as a person and player, I think. But my time there was so much fun. Just whether it be in-season trainings, going to football games, anything like that. It was a great year for football as well. So that was a really cool time. The timing was pretty perfect, to be honest.
I then asked Jacob about signing with his boyhood club Sporting Kansas City and how amazing of a moment it was. I also asked about the difficulties that came with it, as he had to leave behind a lot at the university.
It meant the world, to be honest. It was something you dream about from being a little kid, and the decision was it was tough. Obviously, leaving the new friendships and relationships I had built there, the staff and players, as well as just students on campus. It was it was tough leaving there. It's such a special place, to be honest. There's so many good people there. They all care for you. They all want the best for you. But I think it was the best decision for me in my career, and my family thought they agreed with me there, and they were extremely supportive, as well as everyone within Notre Dame. They were extremely supportive of my decision, and the fact that I'm able to continue my education through Notre Dame and finish my degree through Notre Dame is massive for me. So,
Jacob and I then talked about February 19th, his professional debut, and the time he played against Messi, Busquets, and Suarez.
Yeah, it was definitely, I had probably the most nervous I've ever had in my life. But the guys around me, the staff, they assured me that they reassured me that I deserve to be here, and the preparation we've done, building up to it, has gotten me ready for this. And once the first whistle blew, it was kind of just trusting myself, trusting my experiences, and understanding that I can do this, and just going to have fun and play the game I love. So that was kind of the mindset I had going into it. But like you said, playing across from those guys, some of the best in the world, it was one of the coolest things I've ever experienced.
Yeah, it's really cool, especially when you consider you're playing college ball just a couple months prior. I don't think there's many people in the world who went from playing NCAA soccer to playing against Leo Messi within the span of a couple months, let alone a span of a couple years. So it's definitely a great feat. And then you've also had the chance now to play against your brother, both in an MLS matchup. He's over at DC United. So what was that moment like? You spoke of your family earlier. I know they all came. Just how cool was it to lace them up against your brother?
Yeah, it's an incredible blessing for my brother and I. Like the support from my family, we wouldn't be where we are without them. I would have their guidance and their support, like I said, and their endless encouragement for me to chase my dreams and to always raise the standard has been incredible in my career, as well as his. He's built himself an excellent career, coming from high school soccer all the way through a couple colleges to now signing a new deal at DC. He's definitely someone I look up to for sure, and just the way he works through tough situations, the ups and downs. They're going to come, but the way he works through them with the attitude he does, It's amazing. And stepping on the field, being on the opposition from him, it was pretty cool, to be honest.
We thank Jacob for his time. It was a blast uncovering his story, and we also want to thank the whole Sporting Kansas City Communications Department for their help in making this possible. Make sure to stay in tune with everything Irish athletics right here on Shamrock Sports. Chris Daly, signing off.